Dementia is the single greatest cause of disability in older Australians, which is why the federal government recently announced an extra $200 million for research. Right now, more than 340,000 Australians are living with the disease. Residential care doesn't always have a positive image, but in the Netherlands, they're changing that. The village has its own grocery store, movie theatre and restaurants, and all of the locals live with dementia. The town itself is a 24/7 care facility. Its co-founders are currently in Australia to showcase the world's best practice in dementia care. Yvonne van Amerongen and Janetta Spearing join us here in the studio. Sorry for having to look down there, but I have been practicing my Dutch pronunciation.
You did well, you did very well.
Janetta, can I ask you firstly, you co-founded this model.
Mm-hmm.
I have to say, this notion of living with dementia in a normal surrounding, it does sound a bit like a utopia.
Well, in fact, it is the most easiest thing to do, because what we really try to do is to prolong quality of life for people with severe dementia by just letting them go on with their life in a very safe surrounding with very much professional support.
Yvonne, how do you do that?
Well, the thing is that people living with dementia react disturbed if they don't understand their surroundings. So if you create a surrounding, a life they know, they will be less disturbed, and that helps them to go on with their life. And then, of course, you need professional help.
So I understand the reasoning behind it, but how do you actually make it work? How do you get people to implement that normal life in those surroundings?
Well, that doesn't, well, it took some time, let's say that. We started in 1993 with this, and actually it's something you have to learn. We do this with professionals. They are trained to work with people with dementia, but then you have to learn how to do that. It's about knowing what's happening with people with dementia and trying to find a way to offer these people the most normal life that they can imagine.
And is this model more expensive than other models?
No, we get the same budget as every other nursing home in the Netherlands.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, so tell me, how are you seeing different outcomes in your patients than, say, other villages and homes?
What we observe the most is that because we offer them a normal surrounding, we call it a favorable surrounding, in which they feel safe, there's less aggression, and less aggression means less medication. Also, what we see is because the residents of the Hogeweyk, they have all freedom to roam around in the Hogeweyk. They are less stressed, I think,
yes.
and they look really well because they're just outside and they feel the sun on their faces. They eat well because they are tempted to eat, because they have been exercising during the day. Well, just having a normal life as they used to have before they moved to the Hogeweyk keeps them more healthy and more fit. But let me stress, we can't cure the dementia, but we can give them better quality of life because we focus on what's still there in health, and we don't focus on the medical part of it.